Liftoff will start in T-minus 10 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We have ignition.
It's time! Seconds from Game 7 or from championship number 6. Jordan, open, Chicago with the lead! Behind the screen, Harper got a piece of it. It comes off. The Chicago Bulls have won their 6th NBA championship. Tying run at second, 2 out, Palmero over the head of Jenks. Uribe charges, throws, out! And the White Sox have won the World Series.
To the far side around the 8-yard line to Hester. Under it, and to the middle of the 15, to the 20, breaks free of the 25, to the 30, to the outside, 40, midfield, 40, 30 to the post, 20, 15, Hester 5.
For the 3rd time in 6 seasons, it's one goal team. The Chicago Blackhawks win the Stanley Cup. A little bouncer slowly toward Bryant. He will glove it toward Rizzo. It's in time, and the Chicago Cubs win the World Series.
What up, what up, what up? Welcome to ShawnSierraSports on Sports Zone Chicago. I'm your boy, the SuperBack, Shawn Sierra. Thanks for tuning in. If you're watching this on our YouTube channel, excellent. And if you're not subscribed to our YouTube channel, for real, come on, go to YouTube, type in Sports Zone Chicago, click the subscribe button, but also click the notification button. That's the little bell next to it, and that'll let you know anytime a show from Sports Zone Chicago is going live. Get it? Got it? Good. Now you can also tweet the show. Tweet us at Sports Zone Shy, that's CHI, at Sports Zone Shy. Now, if you want to follow me, it's a little tricky. On Facebook, which I still don't have access to yet, Shawn.Sierra.2025. On Twitter, it is ShawnSierra33. But on Instagram, Snapchat, and TikTok, at the Shawn Sierra. Listen, I got a great show, so I need you to get interactive. So whatever platform you're watching us on, leave a question or comment on that platform. It'll come up here on the thread. We'll put it up on the screen. We'll incorporate it into the show in that, my peoples. So it makes this the best morning Chicago sports talk show around, and that's you. So bring them all, baby. Questions, comments, smart-ass remarks, because ain't nobody scared over here, like The Rock said, baby. Don't sing it. Just bring it. Let's check the chat. The chat is jumping already. Cornelius Squalls checking in. It's top of the morning, Shawn. And Sports Zoners, Caleb Wilson showed real mental toughness with his play last night. Go Bulls. Yes, I concur. Black Diamonds in the house, top of the morning. FGB, I can't believe we are 13 days away from the return of them guys. Hashtag can't wait. Mr. Southside himself, Michelle Walls, and Mickey Figgy House says, what's up on a hump day? And Mickey got robbed of the All-Star Game MVP. Man, that was a blast. A boom from Miggy. Cornelius Squalls exchanging pleasantries. Brandon Schutz checking in. What's up, Bubba? How are you? Thank you for checking in with us today, my man. This morning. I watched the whole Derby in the office. Cool. Good stuff. Listen, I don't know a lot, but I do know this. More of the usual suspects will chime in as the show goes on. That, my peoples, I can promise you. Man, we got a lot to talk, man. We have baseball, Major League Baseball All-Star Game was played yesterday. Woo-wee! What a day. What a day. My man checking in from the outside the ATL, Mr. Shode, is in the house. Top of the morning to y'all. He says, top of the morning to you too, Mr. Shorty. I hope you're doing well. Bulls Summer League action yesterday. And the Bulls were looking good. There's a lot of young, raw, undeveloped talent on that team. And I want to see a couple make it. Okay, I'm not putting anybody in the Hall of Fame. Just relax, take it easy. But I think there's a lot of young talent on that team that could be developed into contributors. All right, and that's the thing. See, it's easy. I shouldn't say easy. You get a star, okay, or you get a couple good players, hopefully a superstar. We have a good player in Matas Buzelis. Actually, a really good player in Matas. Can he be a superstar? I don't know. I don't know if he can be a superstar. I know he can be a star. I don't know if he can be a superstar. You have another good player in Josh Giddey. Can Josh Giddey be a superstar? You know what's really weird is my first inkling was no. But when you average damn near a triple-double, how does that not make you a superstar? How does that not make you a superstar? It's not an easy thing to do. Well, only two people in the history of the NBA have done it. So, and then Caleb Wilson, they're hoping he develops into a superstar. But the most important thing you need are complementary players who know the role. Okay, that's the reason the Bulls were so successful. Why so many teams, championship teams, are so successful? Because not only do you have the superstar or multiple stars that you're built around, but you have the role players who know who are like, know your role, jabroni, and shut your mouth. Think of the Bulls. You had John Paxson. You had Craig Hodges. You had Bill Cartwright. You had Horace Grant. You had Dennis Rodman in second three. Kerr in second three. You had guys who knew what their role was, whether it was being a defensive stoppers, whether it be a rebounder, whether it be an enforcer, whether it be get the team going early, as Cartwright's was in the first three. End of the first quarter, Cartwright would end up with 10 points. Like, oh, snap, Cartwright's going to end up with 40 or 50. He'd end up with 14. But what it was is you went down, you started low, started the blocks, got the ball inside, and had him score. Well, his unorthodox shot with a ball, if you remember, his ball was up over here. And he shoot it just flick of the wrist over his head. First of all, he's 7 feet. With your arms extended over your head, he's looking at 8 something, close to 9. So you got him going. And that's the thing right now that the Bulls need. Are they going to – some of these players on the Summer League team have to understand that, yes, you may have been the man in college. You may have been the big man on campus. You may have been the bee's knees. But to make this team, you're going to have a role. And your role might not be scoring 25 points. Your role might be defense. Your role might be rebounding. Your role might be physicality. Your role might be 8 to 12 points hitting mid-range jumpers. Your role could be a three-point specialist. That's what your role might be. And that's the most important thing that a coach can do is tell each player what their role is. Define it. Define it. And that's where the Bulls are right now. They're trying to find who's their star, who's their superstar, and then the role players that they need. Because let me tell you something. Once you tell a player what his role is and he accepts it, you will be very successful because they're going to do exactly what their role is and they're not going to do more or less. If they bring someone in, they add someone to the team who's a rebounder, he's not going to put up 15 shots a game. He's not going to do it because that's not his role. His role is to get down there, down and dirty, in the blocks, grab some rebounds. He knows this is his role. Okay, cool. This is why they're paying me millions and millions of dollars. If your role is to hit the wide open three, you're not going to go down low and post up somebody. You're not. You're going to stay out behind the arc, run around, have people chase you off of screens. Set screens pop out. So that's what this Bulls team is. This Bulls team they're in the process right now of finding who they are, and more importantly, who they can trust. They need to find out the strengths of their players, and they need to find out the weaknesses of this young class, because they're going to do it with the veterans in training camp and in preseason. Because head coach Thiago Splitter, yes, you can watch film, but there's nothing like having them there and you coaching them to know exactly what their strengths and weaknesses are. You get a good idea on film, but to have them in front of you on a consistent basis is much better. America says, "Hola, amigo, you sound sick." No. I'm not sick. It's a long day yesterday. I told you I was going to Michigan. I did. Got back late last night. You said I'm cool going to Michigan. Just not Wisconsin, right? Cornelius says Magic wasn't great defensively either, and Giddey plays the game like Magic. Okay, I can see that. And let's not get it twisted. See, many of you may not remember because you're not an old fart like me and Cornelius and Shawn. But the Lakers had great defense. How do you think they had showtime? How do you think they're able to run up and down the court? Fast breaks. Fast breaks aren't started by made baskets on the other end. That's not how fast breaks are started. Fast breaks are started by a missed shot on one end, a rebound, an outlet, and let's go. Rebound, outlet, usually to three-quarter court, and there's Magic. Usually on the side, comes to the middle, got people flying down the sides. So let's not forget the 2015-2016 Golden State Warriors led the NBA in scoring. Also in the top three. I don't know, they might have been the best defense in the NBA that year. But they were definitely top three. So Giddey, you can win with Giddey. Now, is he the type of person that Thiago Splitter wants running his offense? Because let's not get it twisted. Giddey's young. He's 23. He has not even hit his prime yet. And if you are a student of the game, if you are a disciple of the game, and you love the game more than anything, then you will work on something every offseason. Every offseason, you will work on something. You will add one thing to your game. And in the course of 3 or 4 years, so he's 23. When he's 26, that's 3 seasons. That's 3 more things he gets to work on. His game can be a lot more complete. He can be stronger, more well-conditioned. understand, have a better understanding of being in the passing lane and being a little more sneaky on defense, moving his feet. Like, there's a whole bunch of things you can do if you want to. Defense is not a skill. Defense is desire. Defense is want to. Do you want to move your feet? Do you want to try and stay in front of defenders? That's what Giddey has to decide. You don't have to be a great defender. Just be one of those people who knows how to sink, get hands in the passing lane. You already rebound. You damn near average a triple-double, so you know how to rebound. So now just learn how to sink, play the passing lanes. And the one thing that I think Giddey can do is understand, okay, listen, you're a point guard. You know how you attack defenses. Now flip the script. If you're a defense, how would you attack the Bulls? When you have the ball in your hand, you know what passes you're going to make. Now, when you're on defense, what passes would this person make? That takes film study. That takes a basic understanding of this game. And that takes basketball IQ. From the film study, will raise your basketball IQ. When you're playing a certain person, this guy likes to make this pass often. Well, my man's at the top of the key, and there's a wing. They usually flash from the backside to the free throw line. I can slide down, get a hand in the passing lane, tip it away, tip it to my defender, and then we're off and running. These are things he's got to do to get better as a defender. So we can win with Giddey. He just has to make sure that he's not a complete liability on defense. He's got to do certain things. And the most important thing is this. We're not asking you to win Defensive Player of the Year. We need you to make key stops. Like late in the game, especially late in the game. A couple times during the game would be fine, but late in the game, get a tip, cause a turnover. All right, you're up 2. 45 seconds left. Okay, you sink, you create a turnover, Bulls get out and run, fast break, dunk, and 1. Now you're up 5. Now it's a 2-possession game. See what I mean? Stuff like that. Stuff like that. Giddey's going to have a lot of fun. Giddey's going to have a lot of fun. Can you imagine this season? And we will see it. On one side, he has Matas. On the other side, he has Caleb. How crazy is that going to be on a break? Matas on one side, Caleb on the other. That is going to be a beautiful 3-on-1. Beautiful, beautiful sight. I'm looking forward to Bulls season, the basketball season coming up. But don't get me wrong. It can take its time. I'm enjoying watching some of these youngsters right now during the summer league. I'm watching Caleb get better. I'm watching Caleb improve. I'm watching Caleb grow as a leader. He's a leader on this young team. Now he's not going to be asked to be a leader initially. You got Josh Giddey, who has a $100 million contract. You have Matas Buzelis, who's going to be going into his 3rd year. Hopefully he's found the weight room, put some more meat on him. We have Zach Collins, who's a veteran. Okay, we're not going to ask Caleb to lead yet. But these are things we're going to need veterans to kind of take him under their wing and groom him to be a leader. And it won't take long. It will not take long. It will not take long. And then soon enough, it will be Caleb's team. And the only thing that Matas can do about it is play harder so it's his team. Or where it's Caleb and Matas' team. See, that's where it has to go. Where you have two guys who are equally yoked. I think Caleb is more athletic. But I think right now, by a smidge, Matas has a little better repertoire. And you know what? And I say that because Matas has done it in the NBA. Caleb hasn't done it in the NBA. He's done it against college players, 18, 19-year-old, 20-year-old kids. And he's doing it in the summer league. Guys who are not in maybe a year in the NBA. But trust me, if you're in the summer league, you're not getting crazy minutes in the regular season. If they got you in the summer league right now. You're there to get better. Caleb has done this. I mean, Matas has done this in the NBA against NBA grown-ass men. Okay? That's why I give him the nod a little bit, because he's done it. He's proven. And I'm not saying Matas is a finished product. I'm saying to this point, he's done it in the league and is only getting better. Now, can Caleb get to that point where yes, of course he can. He's going to get to that point. He's going to play. But how great will that be once these two guys get together? Once these two guys are familiar with each other? That's going to be awesome. And you have an unselfish, a true point guard in Josh Giddey. So, Caleb, you don't have to worry about bringing the ball up. You got a guy who can get you the ball. Your ass better be ready. See, Caleb has a lot of times had to create things for himself, which was fine to this point. Now you don't have to. You have a guy who's going to find you. You got a guy who averages a triple-double. You got a guy who's going to get you. So all you do is get to the rim, move without the ball, get to the rim, and keep your head in a swivel. Look for that pass. Matas, the same thing. And they can create their shot. But when you have a great point guard, like Josh Giddey, I don't care if you like him or not, because remember, I was not a big Josh Giddey fan when he first got here. I was not a big fan of his at all. But when you have a great point guard who can get you the ball, who is adept at passing out dimes, you keep your head in a swivel. You keep your head in a swivel because that ball's coming. If there's an inkling of belief that the point guard has that you can get an easy basket, he's giving you the ball. If you got to step on a defender and the defender's not really looking at you, he can get you the ball. You jump up before the defender even knows what hit him. He's getting you the ball. So you have to be aware. And that's the cool part, is he's got a good IQ, and I'm talking about Caleb. He's got a good IQ. You're running around without the ball, and you're at the receiving end of Josh Giddey passes. I like that kind of party. Big time. And that is going to make Matas better, because once he sees, and Matas might be the guy that influences Caleb. Maybe there's things in Matas' game. Maybe Matas starts off because he's more comfortable with NBA players. And we're going to find out how comfortable Caleb Wilson is when he starts NBA games, real NBA games, preseason and then the regular season. But Matas already has 2 years under his belt. So he should be comfortable. It's a good time. And Dayton Swain, I don't know, man. I don't know about that. And apparently he's going to be fine. But God bless it, man. Certain times, you know, you're like, come on, bro. Like, what are you doing here? Dayton Swain, 2 points, 0 for 2. I'm sorry, 0 for 7. 0 for 2 from beyond the arc. I'm not asking you to drop 50, Papa, but damn. 0 for 7 from the field, so two free throws. Come on, bro. He just hasn't gotten it started. Now, King Booker World checking in. What's up, Papa? He's like, somebody needs to tell Sellers that he ain't the one that was drafted high and to pass the damn ball. Yeah, but he also is trying to make this team. He's also trying to make this team. And he wants everybody to know. Everybody to know. You got a guy who can score. Remember, see, you just checked in right now, Booker World. I was talking about the thing that makes teams great are defined roles by the head coach. Defined roles. So I see him do a 1-on-4. Come on, man. No, I agree. 1-on-4, you got to understand. But this guy's trying to show he's aggressive. This guy's trying to show he's fearless. This guy's trying to show that you can count on him in a game. What he does, and here's where the youth and inexperience comes in. Because the coach isn't going to look at you and say, oh, wow, he went 1-on-4 and made it. The coach is going to look at you and say, you were 1-on-4. What the hell are you doing? Pull the ball out. That's not numbers. We don't have the numbers. That was a bad play, even though you made the best of it. When you're trying to make a team, oftentimes, or so many times, there are people who do more than expected and push the envelope instead of making the smart decision. Because he's looking at this. If I score, it's 2 more points for me. It's not, and you got to understand, it's not about scoring. It's about your decision making. It's about your decision making. And a 1-on-4, unless you've elevated to star or superstar status, bad move. You have to elevate. You have to earn that ability, that privilege. You have to earn it. And 1-on-4 in a summer league just shows you are not disciplined enough to understand your basketball IQ is not high enough, and your discipline isn't strong enough to let you know I need to pull this out because I have 4 defenders and just me. But it also shows the fearlessness. So now, here's where coaching comes in. All right? here's where coaching comes in. I know there was a smart guy who one time said coaching matters. Here's where the coaching comes in, because now Thiago can say, hey, listen, I love the fact that you're fearless. I love the fact that you won't back down from anybody, but I need you to be smarter with the ball. 1-on-4, not in our favor. So the next time he's in a break, whether it's 1-on-2 or 1-on-3 or 1-on-4, he takes it, pulls it out, let the cavalry come, sets up the offense, and run it again. Because if that's the case, then what Thiago just realized, he's got a fearless guy, but he's got a guy who follows directions and is coachable. You know he can score. Is he coachable enough to where I'm comfortable with him? So this is how these things work out. Yes, King Booker World, yes. I could not agree more. Says Sellers is good, but he needs to learn that 6 assists on scores is better than 1 assist and 4 bricks. Yes. And this is the learning process, because as a coach, you have to understand what these guys are fighting for, an NBA career to begin for most of them. Keep it going for some of them. So they're going to do some things that might not be the most fundamentally sound basketball move, because they're trying to impress you. They go overboard. And you need players to play within themselves. And this is where the coaching comes in. If they take the coaching and you see it in action again, now you know you might have someone you can work with. Now you know you might have someone you can keep on the bench. So, yes, it might have been a bad play. It was a bad play. 1-on-4, 1-on-3. But unless you're Michael, Kobe, LeBron, KD, Steph, if you're one of those guys, okay, you can do that. And even that, we're like, no, what are you doing? Come on, pull. Oh, yeah. Okay. But when you see the guy, take your coaching, pull it out, set the offense, all of a sudden now you get a bucket. You're like, now, because you're building trust as a player. You're trying to get this coach to trust you. So we'll see how it plays out. But there's some other things that got other people that got to go to work, man. At Dayton Swain, I'm sorry, Papa. I don't know what you're doing, but 2 points, 0 for 7 from the field. It's tough. My man Junior checking in. Armando Emeterio. Lara Jr. has checked in the building, baby. So good luck to him. Good luck to the rest of the Bulls. I just want to see Caleb continue to get better. And I know, remember I told you, I said the Bears are going to be good in 2026. And Rick's like, F 2026. I said the Bears window would really open in 2026. This is great where it's going to be. And they had it. Okay. I think not the 26, 27, 28, 29 season is when I think the Bulls can really, really, really be a legitimate contender. And I think the 27, 28 season is where they may open a lot of eyes. They'll be that really young, good team that maybe makes the playoffs but just gets eliminated by a veteran team. '28, '29 season. That'll be the third season with these youngsters. And mind you, Caleb Williams is going to be 22 years old. 22. We have to remember this too. Dayton Swain's going to be older because he stayed in school. And that is the time when Josh Giddey will be about 26, 27. Now he's hitting his prime. Now he's in a smack dab in the middle of his prime. You got a guy in the middle of his prime. Matas Buzelis will be going right into his prime. So that's the year. And I'm not saying we can't enjoy this year or next season for the Bulls. We can and we should, because they may do some stuff that they may be ahead of schedule. They may be like the Bears and surprise you. But I'm saying, truthfully, to be a serious contender, I think the 28-29 season is when it's going to be. There's going to be some good times, 26-27 for the Bulls. There'll be good, some really good times in 27-28. But when they meet a veteran team in the playoffs is when they might get exposed. Might. Because I can't sell the growth and maturity of this team. I can't tell you how it's going to go. They may mature faster than anyone expects. Because you have Giddey, who's been playing. Let's not forget, Giddey's been playing professionally since he was like 3 years old. And the most important thing in a basketball game is guard play. The most important thing is guard play. Why do you think in the NCAA you see so many mid-majors beating a lot of one-and-dones, five or six blue-chip athletes, one-and-done guys who are going to the NBA the next year, and they fall in the second round or third round because they face a mid-major with a senior or junior point guard? The ability to control the tempo of a basketball game is huge. And Josh Giddey has been doing this since he was, 16? 14, 16? How do you even start to play professionally at 16? Like, it's crazy. But he's 23. This is 7 years he's been doing this professionally. Professionally, he's been doing it for 7 years. Huh. Let's see something. Let's see. When did he start playing? See, here's what I want to find out. When did he start playing? He's only 23. He'll be 24 in the middle of the season. Yeah, they're not giving me information that I want. I'm not happy about it. I want to see here. Okay. So Josh was born in 2002. Adelaide 36ers. So his first game was in 2020 in the Australian League. Okay, so it's 18. So I thought he was at 16. Yes, on March 12, 2020, Giddey signed with the Adelaide 36ers of the National Basketball League as part of the league's Next Stars program to develop NBA draft prospects, and became the first Australian player to be part of the program. He turned down several offers from NCAA, from D1 schools, okay, including Arizona. In that season, on April 26th, he recorded 12 points, 10 rebounds, 10 assists in a loss to the New Zealand Breakers to become the youngest Australian in NBL history to record a triple-double. Okay. Cornelius, you bring up a great point. I still don't understand how a triple-double machine like Giddey is so underrated. Here's why. A couple things. One, he is not flashy at all. Not flashy at all. You know, when Russ was doing his triple-double thing a few years back, everyone talked about his explosion, his first step. Okay? Everybody talked about that. Like, wow. And Russell would sometimes go overboard into scoring and not pass. Josh Giddey doesn't have that first step. And you know what? You don't really need it. And here's the thing that I want him to understand, that I need him to understand. Keep playing your game. Don't try to play beyond that scope. Don't do it. Don't play beyond who you are. Beyond who you are is averaging a triple-double. That's who you are. That's what your style of play does. So if you stick to that, regardless of the outside noise, regardless of Josh Giddey's terrible defensively, Josh Giddey needs more weight gain, needs to be aware. Besides all that stuff, which may be true, but your coaches will tell you what they need from you. You don't need to listen to the naysayers and the critics and the pundits and the people who've never picked up a basketball in their life, or the people who thrive on park district leagues. Come on. There's going to come a point in time, if you keep doing what you're doing, that no one can resist calling you a star. Because you're going to say, well, I mean, what can you say? Not the level of competition. You can't say, oh, well, he only played this. This team, everyone plays everyone. They play every team in the NBA. So if you keep doing what you're doing, there's going to come a point in time where people are going to run out of excuses, bullshit excuses, to diminish your stardom. Because if you almost average a triple-double, they're going to talk about you. Or if you average a triple-double, they're going to be like, wow, this guy in Chicago, he had another triple-double today, another triple-double for Josh Giddey, another triple-double. At the end of the year, like, man, basketball heads will know. And the mainstream media will know as well. A lot more people are becoming hip on Josh Giddey. A lot more people. Now the thing about it is you got to do it again. And do it again. And do it again. And do it again. And do it again. When you're consistent, consistency beats everything. So let's say you don't average a triple-double. Say you're one assist shy. 20 points, 10 rebounds, 9 assists. People are going to talk about the guy who almost averages a triple-double. Hey, but guess what? They're still talking about you. They're still talking about, wow, what a great player is who's almost averaging a triple-double. Because people know how difficult that, or not how. People know that it's difficult to get one triple-double. To get a triple-double in a game is tough. One time. To average that, wow. That puts you at another level. But his personality isn't one that's very outgoing. He needs a PR guy, not a Puerto Rican guy. He needs the PR guy. He needs to start doing more commercials. He needs to get his face out there. All right, you not because you need the money. You got a $100 million contract for 4 years, 25 a year. But people need to see who you are. People need to see your personality. People love a good personality. Show us who you are, and people will follow you. Especially if they like you, they'll follow you. Now, if you have a crappy personality, yeah, you may not want to do that because that'll come off in a commercial and in public on the screen as well. But Josh, he needs a good public relations guy, person. Could be a woman. He needs a good PR person to help him get out there. He's a decent-looking kid. Decent-looking kid, so it's not like he's ugly. Get him in a suit. Get him advertising for Mastro Steakhouse or Gibson's or somewhere. You know, there's a lot of cool places in Chicago he can start here. Start in Chicago. See how that goes, and then go for a national. Go for T-Mobile. Go for, you know what I mean? But the play, the bottom line, the thing that's going to sustain it is his play. He's got to continue to play well. Listen, let's take a quick break. On the other side of the break, actually, we will get into top of the morning topics. On the other side of the break, we'll get into that. We'll also get into the All-Star game, and then we'll talk about the NFL. Someone mentioned they are a week away. We'll talk a little FIFA. We still got some World Cup action. That's crazy. That's wild. All right. So keep it locked right here. ShawnSierraSports on Sports Zone Chicago.
Operator 901, where's the emergency?
127 Brymere.
Okay, what's going on there?
I'd like to order a pizza for delivery.
Ma'am, you've reached 911. This is an emergency line.
Large with half pepperoni, half mushroom.
You know you've called 911. This is an emergency line.
How long it'll be?
Okay, ma'am, is everything okay over there? Do you have an emergency or not?
Yes.
And you're unable to talk because...
Right.
Is there someone in the room with you? Just say yes or no.
Yes.
Okay, it looks like I have an officer about a mile from your location. Are there any weapons in your house?
No.
Can you stay on the phone with me?
No. See you soon. Thank you.
Every day, we take steps to keep the people we love safe. But some health risks are easy to miss. Ticks hiding in the yard can spread germs, like the ones that cause Lyme disease. Mice searching for food can spread bacteria that makes us sick. Mosquitoes lay eggs in standing water and can spread West Nile virus and more. Cockroaches are drawn to water in the home, leaving behind allergens that can trigger asthma attacks. Common pests can threaten our health. Learn how to protect your family at pestworld.org.
When I'm flying, I put my helmet on, my visor down, my mask up. You don't know who I am. Whether I'm African American, Asian American, Hispanic, white, male or female. You just know I'm an American airman kicking your butt. I'm General C.Q. Brown Jr. Come join us.
you're in my lane? No, not at all. Are you not paying attention? Are you texting? I was just checking in with my mom. I was telling her that I thought we'd be home by 6. It's okay. There's enough time. Just pay attention. I'm not even halfway through my text. There's no way. I'm not even going to look up. My babies are in the car. You have to pay attention. It's just supposed to be a quick text. I'm so sorry.
That was to end the game on a, oh God, talk about no extra base hits.
Absolutely destroyed by Miguel Vargas into the second deck. Vargas, a first-time All-Star, one of the biggest surprises, on the biggest surprise in the sport, and the Chicago White Sox tees off and makes it 4-0.
Well, there's your first extra base hit, Joe. He gets the head out, and it's a no-doubter.
Comfortable, but this dude has been the best player in baseball for the last month and a half. He's going to ground one into center field for a base hit.
Yeah, he has. He was struggling early and missing a lot of pitches down in the zone.
Welcome back to Shawn Sierra Sports on Sports Zone Chicago. Those clips courtesy of Fox. All-Star game last night, coming to you live from the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia, and you see our Chicago representatives in action. Miggy with a no-doubter. You know, it was awesome when they got, oh my. The announcer's like, oh my. Let's take a look at that one more time. I want to see if the left fielder even moves. I want to see if the left fielder moves. Because that was so far back. That was in the second level. Let's check it out one more time.
But that was to end the game on a, oh God, talk about no extra base hits.
Absolutely destroyed by Miguel Vargas into the second deck. Vargas, a first-time All-Star, one of the biggest surprises, on the biggest surprise in the sport, and the Chicago White Sox tees off and makes it 4-0.
Well, there's your first extra base hit, Joe. He gets the head out, and it's a no-doubter.
Comfortable, but this dude has been the best player in baseball for the last month and a half. He's going to ground one into center field for a base hit.
Yeah, he has. He was struggling early and missing a lot of pitches down in the zone. And
it didn't look like the dude. It looked like the dude is kind of just, it's one of those things where you know it's gone, and you just kind of trot, and you want to see how far it's going to go. You're like, damn. The pitcher was mad. The pitcher was mad. He's like, God bless it. Oh, wow. Cornelius says to talk about Giddy, going back to Giddy. Because of Chicago bias, Corny, but all that shit's about to change because Chicago is about to hit a sports resurgence. Yeah, a renaissance. I agree with you. I agree with you. But let's get to this. Let's get a crack-a-lackin', baby. You know how we do the first segment of every show. It's called Top of the Morning.
She won't come just when you want it.
Top of the morning to you. Top of the morning to you.
First top of the morning topic. Major League Baseball's All-Star game. Man, the American League shut out the National League 4-0 in the All-Star game last night. As I said, coming to you from the city of brotherly love. Dylan Cease, Chicago White Sox own. Actually, it was the Chicago Cubs that we traded for and got him. He got the win. He pitched first inning, no hits, no runs, 1 walk, 3 punch-outs. Miggy Vargas, you saw in the highlights. Miguel Vargas, 1 for 2 with a homer, driving his first All-Star RBI. Cody Bellinger, former Cub, he was 1 for 3, 2 RBIs, his first 2 in All-Star play. And Ben Rice from the Yankees was 1 for 2, driving in the 4th RBI. Great game. You saw PCA get a base hit as well. Just good to see Chicago being well represented. 4 players in the All-Star game, 3 from the Sox, 1 from the Cubs. I think I can agree with your statement, King Booker World. A sports resurgence for the city of Chicago is coming. It's a wave, and you cannot stop it. You cannot stop it. The next top of the morning topic yesterday, the Bulls beat the Wizards 99-87 in their Vegas Summer League. Jalen Sellers, 24 points. Caleb Williams, 19 points, 8 rebounds, and 19 points. We were talking about the Bulls earlier. 19-8. That's a nice day. That's good work by Caleb. We can't expect him to put up 35 every game. Nor should you want him to put up 35 every game. You want to see his full repertoire exposed. You want to see him score. You want to see him rebound. You want to see him play defense. You want to see him pass the ball. You want to see everything he can do. So him not scoring 30, 35 points, it's okay with me. I want to see what else you can do. I want to see what kind of defense you can play, like the chase down block that he had in game 1. Okay, he is an active young man, and he should be. He's 18 years old, 19 years old. He's young. Okay, and soon he'll be as his time in the NBA grows. He'll become smarter. Okay, and he'll have those youthful legs for about 28, 30. Depending on how well you weight train. If you do, you could have them a little longer. But you're not going to be as jumpy and springy. Unless you're a Dennis Rodman type. But you probably won't be as jumpy and springy when you're 29, 30 as you are when you're 18, 19. Just the law of averages. Just Father Time doing his thing. But you'll be smarter. You won't be as springy, but you still may be able to jump as high or maybe higher depending on how you've trained. So I'm looking forward to this guy developing. I really am. And just watching him to play again, he's got a vendetta. He wants everyone to know that he is the best person in the 2026 NBA draft. That's his vendetta. That's his goal. However, the cool part about it is it doesn't seem to take precedence over the team's goal. Him proving he's the best doesn't come at the expense of winning. That's what I like about the kid. I don't have to get the ball and go ham and try and score 50 because I want to make a point. No, we got to win. If I need to rebound more today, because that's how the game flows, then I'll rebound. If I need to give more, if I need to dish out more dimes, I'll dish out more dimes. It seems like resigned to the fact that the team goal, the W, is the most important. And that's really what you want. For a young guy to understand that, that puts him ahead of the curve big time. Because everything he does will be for the betterment of the team, for the team to win. And he'll know, and there'll be times, just like the other Caleb on the lakefront, there'll be times where, hey, listen, dude, you just got to go do it. The hell with running a play. I need you to score one-on-one off the dribble. We need a bucket. Or get your ass down low. We're going to go everyone on the other side. We go you on one side, 3 on the other, point guard coming up. It's a 2-man game. There are going to be times like that. But I love his attitude. I love his mentality. I love his basketball IQ to this point. I do. Big, big fan. Huge, huge fan. See something. Did I do that? Did I do that? Yeah. Excuse me. So today at 2:00. So there's another game. We're about to talk about it right now. In World Cup action. I don't know if you guys are following the World Cup. Some people don't like it. I'm not really. I've never been a soccer guy. All right, but I can tell you what, I've really enjoyed watching the World Cup. I enjoyed the pageantry of it. I've enjoyed the how can I put it? Common decency of North America to the world, especially Mexico. And it's coming to a close. As yesterday in the first World Cup semifinal, World Cup semifinal yesterday, España. Ellos se hablan así. They speak with a lisp. Así, not así, así. España. They beat France 2-0 and Kylian Mbappe. Wow. That is, I thought I had France. I had France. I don't know. That's why you play the games. That's why you play the games. And it's going to be that was one heck of a game. And to see, I don't want Argentina to win the next game. I just don't. Call me a jerk. That's okay. Well, but Spain beat France, and I thought France was going to win. See, I'm kind of stuck because, first of all four of them have won a World Cup. Okay. All four of them have won a World Cup at some particular point. So you're dealing a semifinal, final four of champions. And I'm not saying recently, just the country. And I just don't want Argentina to win. Just because of their country's history. Sorry. One of my friends in CrossFit, she's from Argentina. I just don't want Argentina. Talked about the history of their country. And no. I wanted France, but France is a bunch of little sissies over there. Spain, I don't know. Spaniards, like Argentinians, like to think they're better than other Hispanics. So it's tough, which is why I wanted France, but France was dealing with a whole bunch of those. I don't even want to say it and then get trouble and someone send this clip to someone else. And somebody did. But you know our opinion on the French. If you're Married with Children would always make a joke about the French, how sissified they were. But Spain beats France yesterday 2-0 to advance to the World Cup final. And the next top of the morning topic, the other semifinal game is today, 2 p.m. England takes on defending World Cup champion Argentina. Live from Atlanta on Fox. Okay, 2 p.m. on Fox. That's funny, King Book of World, or what that person said. Oh, Junior, sorry, Junior, this is Junior. Junior says an ex-American soccer player who announced for Fox said that England should not be allowed to win in the U.S. during our 250th birthday. That's funny. That's funny. See that we broke away from England, and I get it. That's funny. So who do you want? Argentina and the Nazi sympathizers? Is that what you want? Who do you want to win? So I guess we got to go for Spain. because Spain just thinks they're better than everybody. Here, politics playing into sports. Politics bleeding into sports. That's funny. Well, should be a good game today. Should be a good game. I'm looking forward to watching it. I really am. It's going to be fun. I've actually sat down and watched. It's so funny. I've actually sat down and watched so many games. And I'm not a soccer guy. I am not a soccer guy, as you well know. Your boy is not a soccer guy by any stretch. But I've watched games. I've watched a lot of games. Excuse me. What's this? Where is it at? If I'm not mistaken. What is this? Oh, Sunday. It's coming from, if I'm not mistaken, going to be in LA. No. Right. Not. It's coming from MetLife Stadium. So the next top of the morning topic, the last top of the morning topic is this: is it the final and World Cup final? What? There we go. There we go. Finally, got it straight. The World Cup final is Sunday, 2 p.m. from MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. And again, all games are played on Fox and Telemundo. So what are you doing Sunday? It's going to be one heck of it. Spain is awaiting the winner of Argentina and England. And they'll be at Giant Stadium. I'm sorry, it's MetLife Stadium. It's not even Giant Stadium. MetLife Stadium on Sunday at 2. The boys are almost back, baby. The boys are almost back. All right, next Friday, I believe is their first practice. They'll be getting here during the week, next week sometime. I think that this is a season that many Bears fans are looking forward to, and they should be. And they very well should be. All right, Caleb Williams has a much better grasp and understanding of this offense. Okay, he's not starting from scratch anymore. Rome Odunze, Luther Burden, Colson Loveland, DeAndre Swift, Kyle Monangai, none of those guys, offensive line, except for the center, which is kind of important, are not learning this offense anymore. That's just stupid, bro. That's just stupid. That's just stupid. I'm excited because of the belief that they have in Ben Johnson. I'm excited because of the desire they have in Ben Johnson. I'm excited because the disappointment they felt last year. Yes, I'm excited because of that. Because you know what? That was the fuel that they needed. That was a fuel that they needed. I've been in that situation as a player, been in that situation as a coach, and that disappointment, when they literally had to do was go down and kick the field goal. All Caleb had to do was hit the running back. Kyle Monangai, let him trample over a couple of people. The miscommunication between him and DJ, just get down close, kick the field goal, game, set, match, or on to the NFC Championship game, and anything can happen there. They were so close and yet so far. That stings. That stings those players. That stings Ben Johnson. So, and we saw Caleb out there in LA at USC running routes with Loveland, running routes with Roma Dunze, running routes with Luther Burden, running routes with I think I can't remember the others. This is a lesser known receiver's name. I think Calvin Nunn guy was out there as well, getting after it. And I'm telling you, from my days as a player, wow. We'd have to fly all across the country. My days as a player, we had pre-practices. We'd meet up and throw the ball around. Getting the timing, getting the nuances of how each receiver liked. Quarterback understood how fast receivers were, where they liked the ball thrown. The chemistry, the rhythm, the timing. I would not be surprised, and I said it already. I think King Booker will back me. I said I don't anticipate them taking I say at least 10 wins again. And you can sit there and tell me the schedule, and I'm going to tell you shut the hell up. You don't know the schedule. You don't know how good a team is going to be. You don't know who's going to be injured that week. You don't know. And that's good and bad for the Bears. It could be for the opponent. It could be for the Bears. Bears have a bad week one week. Someone gets injured. But I think we're at the point where I know this sounds crazy. I am more than okay if Tyson Bagent takes over if Caleb gets hurt. Not long term. Don't get me wrong. Not long term. But I feel really confident in Tyson Bagent if Caleb goes down for an extended, for any time, short or long. I feel confident in Tyson Bagent. I would like to see Tyson Bagent play more. Okay. I'd like to see him play more. Like if we're up and the game's out of reach, it's 2 scores, get him in. Run the whole offense, passes, runs. Get him used to that. But I ain't scared. If we need to use Tyson Bagent for any amount of time, any amount of games. I think that's the cool part about it. And he's really untested. No, he took over for Justin for a while. Was it Justin or was it? Yeah, it was Justin. Yeah, wow. Tyson's been there a long time, huh? Really, Tyson? That's crazy. I want to see. Hold on. Dude, that's crazy. This is 4th year. It's for some reason I thought it was his 3rd year. He was born June 8th, 2000. 2023. Wow, 2023, 2024, 2025, 2026. This is going to be his 4th year. Holy cow. That's wild. But I'm cool with it. I'm cool with there's so many different things that I'm excited about on the offense. Defense, I'm still a little leery. Would have liked an edge rusher, but they're counting on people coming back. Grady Jarrett, Dio Dengbo. You had some sneaky signings. You had the Neville. What's the defensive tackle's name? Big Nev, defensive tackle. The linebacker, speedy linebacker from the Saints. Kobe Bryant, free safety. Actually, just say the safety. We don't know if he's going to be. He'll probably play free and strong. They're going to be interchangeable. I think this defense is going to be a little better, and here's why. I'm not going to predict the turnover. It's going to be better as far as turnovers. What I am going to say is I think they're going to be more fundamentally sound. They're going to be more sound through the stout through the middle. If they can stop the run, I don't know if anyone else in the NFL knows this. If you stop the run, you got a pretty good chance to win the game. If they can stop the run, they'll be much better. Now, are they going to be as opportunistic? I don't know. That's going to be tough. It's going to be tough to match those turnovers from last year with the two guys who had the majority of those turnovers gone. But we get back a healthy Jalen Johnson. That's vital. We get a contract year Tyreek Stevenson. We get a more mature Tyreek Stevenson. I know he just recently got engaged a few weeks ago. And I believe the fact that we drafted Malik Muhammad, Terrell Smith coming back, I think that puts a lot of pressure on him to perform. Puts a lot of pressure on him to perform. Yeah, he came in same thing with the class of Tyson Bagent, 2023. So this is a contract year for him. So he's got a lot to prove. And there were rumblings and rumors that the new coaching staff wasn't very high on him. You're going to have to change that. So we'll see. There's a lot of good stuff. I'm excited that football season is almost here. And it seems the cool part is that it seems like it just ended yesterday, and the wait wasn't so long because our baseball teams, especially my White Sox, have been such a pleasure. have been such a pleasure to watch. Sitting atop the AL Central with Cleveland after 3 straight 100-loss seasons. The Sox having 10 consecutive home series wins. It's made the summer go by really fast and really enjoyable. Speaking from a South Sider, a Sox fan, been to a couple of games already this year, and I'm probably going to go to a few more. I like it a lot. So, good stuff coming for the Bears this season. I can feel it. I'm excited about that. Really, really excited. Just like you should be as Bear fans. Imagine Caleb Williams in this offense for a second year. Imagine him in a third year, in a fourth year. We don't worry about third and fourth just yet. We're going to be where our feet are at. And that's Caleb Williams in his second year in Ben Johnson's offense. That is going to delight Bear fans, Bear Nation, beyond belief. And the cool part about it, he's going to break so many records this year. He's going to be so productive that many people were going to forget that he's not even done learning that offense. What did Ben said? It takes about 3 years for someone to master that offense. He's going into year 2. We're going into year 3 next year. So you're looking at 2028 before he becomes a master at this. What if the Bears are able to win a Super Bowl before that? And then you get a guy who's mastering the offense and winning a Super Bowl before he mastered the offense? What? All those things are on the table. All those things are on the table. Let's not put the cart before the horse. Let's watch it play out as it goes on, and we can start making some more. I don't want to make bold assessment like some people. Oh, the Bears are going to win a Super Bowl. Possible. Very possible. But anyway, listen, guys, about an hour and a half. It's come and gone. Started a little late today. Just wasn't much to talk about. But I will see you guys on Friday. On Friday, we will have the 2 combatants in the World Cup final. We'll have more Chicago Bulls Summer League games. That'll be the restart of the baseball season. And we can talk more Bears because 1 week from Friday, the Bears will report. No, 2 weeks from Friday. That's where I am. Yeah, 2 weeks from Friday, the Bears will report. Thank you, Shorty. I appreciate it. So listen, you guys have a great day. Stay cool. Another hot one today. Woo, Charlie. In the city of Chicago. Oh, it's got a little cooler. High of 88. All right, we got a high of 88 today, which is a little better than 90 plus. But take it, but stay cool. And also check on your seniors. All right, your parents, your grandparents. Okay, make sure that they're doing well. Heat check, health advisory. Let them know you love them, right? Call them. Don't call them. Stop by. Stop by, check on them. Just make sure your people are good. Do that for you. We need to do that. You know what? Let's stop this bullshit where we're too busy. All right, we're too damn busy for people that may need us. These are our people. These are our parents, our grandparents. Don't give me the bullshit. You're too busy. You make time, because you know what? If you don't make time, you're going to be made. You could be a situation where you have to make time and make arrangements for their funeral. So make sure you check on your people. Check on your people. It's not 90 plus, but still 88. It's 90 out here already in Orland, and we're farther away from the lake, so it's a lot warmer out here. Take care of your people. Check on your people. All right? And let your loved ones know you love them, because tomorrow is promised to no one. All right? I'll see you guys on Friday. So for everyone here at Sports Zone Chicago, I'm your boy, the SuperBack, Shawn Sierra. You have a phenomenal day, but your boy is out.
Come on, race the race.